what makes you think that I want you, sir? Will you make me feel bad? Will you making me feel afraid of you? Like, hello, I choose the bear. Like, hey, what is up, society? It is your favorite wannabe influencer and sovereign Koi, and welcome back to another video. Baby, I know that you read that title, so you already know we're back with these Reddit stories, okay? But first things first, before we get into this video, guys, make sure to like, comment, and share. And if you're new, hi, please subscribe. Literally over half of you guys are not subscribed to me, but you are watching my videos. I would love for you to be a beautiful society member, so do not forget to hit that bell, baby, and hit that subscribe button, okay? But without further ado, y'all, if y'all want to see me read some Reddit stories, then baby, keep on watching. Let's just get right into it. Baby, you know that the Godfathers are on because I cannot see, baby. I'm blind as a bit. So let's just get right into this first story. My ex-husband called me, begging me to give him his old life back. Throwaway because he uses Reddit regularly. Me and my husband were teen parents and had our oldest daughter when I was 16 and he was 18. He and I agreed we'd get married and start a family so our daughter would grow up with both parents. I know this wasn't a good decision, but at the time, I truly believed we would make it work. See, that's what y'all never do. So much happens between the ages of 16 to the ages of 26 to the age of 26 to the age of 36. Like, so much changes, you know what I'm saying? And it can just cause so much strain on a relationship because people change, you know? But continuing. We have 3 kids together, 2 sons and 1 daughter. My ex lived in Boston while I and the kids were in San Francisco while he was in college. I finished high school but didn't go to college because he said he'd like for me to be a stay-at-home wife and mom. And I agreed because I wanted us to get along at the time and trusted his judgment. During our marriage, I did most of the housework and dealt with the kids' school stuff, extracurricular activities, playdates, etc. He was very busy during most of it. So whenever he was home, he spent the time he wasn't sleeping playing with the kids. So he didn't have much time for our marriage. I tried my best to entertain him. I wanted him to be interested in me a little more, and I just wanted him to spend more time with me. But he refused me most of the time because he was tired from work and other stuff. Our main issue was that he didn't do anything with the kids besides playing with them or buying them things. I was the only one enforcing some type of discipline, and he was undoing all of it. What the heck? That is not how you parent. He tried to do that good cop, bad cop stuff. Like, no. If I scolded any of our kids in front of him, he would side with the kids and disregard me. It was very frustrating, but I loved him, so I stayed. I basically spent our entire marriage trying to appease him until 2021. In 2021, I found out he slept with a coworker of his. He begged to go to therapy, but I said no. He never believed in couples therapy up until this moment. Of course, girl, because he want to keep you now that he done made a mistake. I was oppressed for months because of this. I filed for divorce a week after I found out, and after a lot of resisting, he finally agreed, and we had a peaceful divorce. No fighting, no threatening, no nothing. That's good. Because, you know, most divorces end in mess, okay? He has the kids on the weekends and I have them on the weekdays. Girl, no, y'all should have flip-flopped that because you've been being the full-time parent this whole time. But whatever. So I see him only on the weekends. After the divorce, we barely talked, mostly because I avoided him. But when I started going out with friends, he started sending me angry messages about the way I was dressing at my age and as a mom. Because he started... Basically, he started slut-shaming me for going out and living my life without him. Girl, I would block his ass. I mean, okay. He called me crying a few hours ago, begging me to go back to him, to give him his family back, to give him his old life back. He expressed how much he missed his old life and begged me to give it back to him. I didn't hang up. I just listened. I kept listening until he had nothing else to say and hung up. I cried for an hour, and now I'm just thinking of what to do now. I know I can't go back to him, but this isn't fair to our kids or to me. But I don't know how to reject him without upsetting him. She put a little edit in, y'all, talking about how her family is super religious. So she kind of grew up with their values of like family and, you know, getting married and XYZ. And that's why sometimes I be saying, like, if you grow up with a religion, like, make sure that you discover that religion for yourself. You know, like, yeah, it's nice that your parents taught you about that type of stuff. It's nice that they gave you that guidance. But at the end of the day, you still need to have your own life. Like, you still need to be able to make your own decisions and form your own personal relationship without their influence, you know? Because sometimes these religious or spiritual families can really give cult sometimes. And hey, get mad at me in the comments, but it be giving cult. Like, you can't ask questions. You can't question the Lord. You can't do XYZ. Baby, no. Discover your own thing. But back to the main point. Friend, it's hard. I can tell because you have babies with this man. You met him when you were 16. Okay, you literally were very young when you met him. You're 31 now. Y'all have a 16-year-old now. Now that you're 31, like I don't know how long it's been since y'all been divorced, but he cheated on you. He betrayed your trust. I always say I find it crazy when people go back to cheaters because to me personally, I couldn't trust somebody again after they did that because it's just gonna be a matter of time before I'm looking for stuff and wonder what you're doing and all that stuff. And that's not a way to live. And so I mean, your kids have already gone through the divorce. They've already gone through that. They know that y'all are separated. They know that y'all not together anymore. So they're already went through that grief. Of course, he wants his old life back now that he's made a mistake. But the fact that he came at you and started being disrespectful towards you because you went out with your friends because he's sad and lonely, no, ma'am. And what is up with men in that? Like, why do men do that? Like, if a man likes you, he's ribbing you, he's bullying you, he's being mean to you. Like, what makes you think that I want you, sir? Will you make me feel bad? Will you making me feel afraid of you? Like, hello, I choose the bear. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And at the end of the day, he's going to be upset. No matter what you say, no matter what you do, he's going to be upset because he wants you back, but he burnt that bridge a long time ago. And to be honest, even if he didn't cheat on you, I feel like you would have divorced him anyway because he wasn't appreciating you. He wasn't taking care of you in the way that you needed. You were doing everything you could to appease him, and he was not doing anything to help. Just let him down gently the best that you can and let him know that there's 10 million times more things besides you cheating on me that makes me not want to be with you. You slut-shaming me a couple of minutes ago is a prime example of that. So girl, stay strong. He gonna be mad anyway. Put your foot down and move on with your life. Moving on. I think I have a secret daughter. Oh, baby, I'm thinking there's a lot of men out here who got a secret daughters, okay? I, 34 male, have long suspected that I fathered a child from a one-night stand many years ago. I knew this person a little bit before we hung out and hooked up, but did not exactly stay in contact. She was the first person I ever had sex with and didn't use protection. A year or so later, I heard that she had a child, and the math basically lines up with our little night together. I reached out and she apparently gotten with an ex-boyfriend right after our encounter and named him after the father and claimed to be fully sure that this was the case. I was young and didn't know how to press the issue, so I believed her, but a part of me always felt off. Through the years, I have occasionally checked in through social media and continuously saw pictures that seemed to support the possibility of my genetics, but for years, the mother of the child decided to ignore me. Finally, a few years ago, I got her to accept a friend request on Facebook and she talked to me for a little bit. I didn't push the idea of what I thought because I wanted to establish stability between us first. However, she claimed to not remember me at all and blocked me. Around this time, she had just married someone and had another child. Different person than the first person she claimed was a father. I have dealt with the wondering all these years, and last night, I fell into an anxiety-driven hole and found my potential daughter's social media accounts. Unfortunately, I'm not able to make contact as her settings prevent messages and invites from strangers, which I totally get, but it just made me feel closer and further away. She still appears to have my features, and my gut tells me that she's mine biologically. I don't want to be a homewrecker or anything. I just wish I could definitively have proof one way or the other. I am at a point in my life where I'm not likely to have children, and I just want to know if I did or not. I don't want to force or break up any relationship. I am open to one if there is any relation, but unfortunately, because I am a guy, none of my options exist where I don't come off as creepy. Or I take the easy route and just accept I will never know. It feels good to get this off my chest. Thanks for listening. Dang, friend, that's messed up. I mean, you really could have, if you really wanted to know, you could have took her to court. I'm just saying, like, you probably saying that you just didn't want to break up a family or anything, but this has been bothering you for years. Now that girl's old enough to be on social media, XYZ, like, this has been bothering you for quite some time now. Like, you have every single right to know because it feels like in your gut that she's yours. You even said she kind of looks like you in a little bit, or she has your genetics. So I can understand why you feel some type of way. But I mean, you should really just take that woman to court. I'm sorry that you're going through this. It's kind of messed up, because it's like, dang, you don't want to mess up a happy home and everything. And she does already have a relationship with the other man. But the woman did remarry. So, I mean, I don't know, but you had every single right. So, I mean, hey, you could always adopt yourself too. That's also an option. You don't have to have biological kids. If you really want to be a dad and you don't plan on, taking this woman to court or trying to get to know your daughter, you literally could just adopt, and that maybe might fill that little void that you're having, So, dang, that was a heavy one. Y'all make sure to drop y'all comments down below. Am I the asshole for telling my best friend of 10 years that she's a horrible person? Ooh. I, 18 female, have been best friends with a girl. Let's call her Leah, 18 female as well. She's been through a lot and has picked up smoking, vaping, etc. She dropped out of high school, is unemployed, and overall has no motivation in life. I I've highly encouraged her to try to gain some independence as she relies on her mother for everything. She refuses. For future context, her parents are going through a divorce right now and her mom is working 2 jobs. I called her yesterday and she asked me if she could get cash back at Aldi's. I asked why and she said, well, my mom won't buy me a Nick, which is basically a babe, and I'm out. So I'm going to take her card, get $20 cash back and tell her I got food. Girl, not thieving. I was shocked and I said, wait, so you're stealing from your mom? She immediately gets super defensive, saying, well, I'm out of Nick and I need it, and etc. As someone who doesn't use Nick, I don't see the issue. She gets paid about $50 a week for helping her mom clean, so I saw no reason why she couldn't just wait for that. I told her that her mom works really hard, working 2 jobs, trying to provide for 3 kids. She started going off on me, saying, my mom has money. I know she does. Girl, that's the drugs talking. She gets money from my dad from the divorce. While I know this was 100% untrue, her mom works 2 jobs and is never home and always worried about money. Girl, your mom is struggling and you trying to steal from her because you want to be on druggies? Okay. I told her that even if her mom does have money, it doesn't matter. Lying to her mom is still something super crappy, especially when her mom pays for her food, hair care, clothes, and even for the fun stuff she likes to do over the weekend. I expressed that it's unfair to her mother and super selfish that it's okay for her to steal just because she needs a hit. She tried defending herself. I need it. It's my mom. It'll be fine. She won't know. I've done it before. Whoa, so you a habitual stealer. Okay. And I just kept reiterating about how crappy it is that she did that. I made sure to specify that I support her, but not the action. I can't get behind her stealing from her own mother for non-necessity. I'm not the type of person to go to her mother and tell on her, but I highly encourage her to give the money back that she's taken in the past and to get over it and to simply wait for more money in the future that is actually hers. After like the 5th time I heard her say, well, I need it, I got fed up and told her that she's a horrible person for what she's doing to her mom. Eventually, she got fed up, told me to block her, and hung up on me. She has since sent me passive-aggressive messages saying, well, you made me feel bad, so now I don't have no Nick. And all I say is, well, good. Period. Am I the asshole? No. She bogus. She real bogus. Like, but you know, people who are addicted to drugs, okay, and that's including weed, don't even come for me. I don't even care. I don't care. Fight about it with your mama in the comments, okay? People who do drugs, like, they're unreasonable. You know what I'm saying? They're unreasonable. Like, they just worried about getting their fix. They're not worried about anything else. Like, so no, you're not bad for telling her that she's a horrible person, but them drugs, man, them things be messing with people's minds. Like, for them to just feel like that's the only way that they can live. That's the only way that they can go about their day. They have to be reliant on this substance or whatever. And it's like, it's so incredibly sad. Like, she really needs to get like the patches or get the gum or get something. Like, she needs to start getting off of that because, you know, I don't see why people really want to get into drugs. Like, don't get me wrong. I know that life is hard. Life is difficult. And, you know, some people go through harder things than others. But it's like everybody going through hard stuff, you know. That doesn't give you the right to, you know, abuse your family, steal from your family, hurt your family because you're going through a hard time and you're deciding to continue to use this substance that, you know, gives you bad suggestions, you know, makes you do bad things. And so I don't know, like, I'm not judging her because, hey, do what you're going to do. But it's like, you're not wrong, OP, for calling her asshole for stealing from her mom. You know, Miss Ma'am needs to get off them drugs, you know, before she start going for something harder and then really start not caring. Okay, it looks like she still has a bit of her sanity left because she's just on nicotine, but I mean, imagine when she starts taking on harder things like, you know, coke and stuff like that. Like, she's not gonna be in the right mind, you know. So no, I mean, I would keep her blocked. I wouldn't spend time with her anymore. She sounds extremely, incredibly draining. And like you said, she doesn't seem like she has any aspirations in her life. So if she wants to drown, let her. Some people are meant to be friends with you for a season and some for a reason. She is definitely seasonal, baby. Okay? But yeah. Moving on. All right, society, that is it for this freaking video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, share, and comment because I love to read your beautiful comments. And also, if you're new, hi, I am Koi. Please subscribe and join our beautiful society. Literally over half of you guys are not subscribed to me, but you keep on returning to watch my videos. So, baby, I know that you want to stay, girl. Come on home and just join. I love you guys so much. Make sure to hit that bell notification for all my beautiful society members. And to all of you, once again, love you. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.